Friends, I have another new old stock knife right here to unwrap and unbox tonight and check out. Let me grab my Mako Shark case knife, which I really like, and cut this bubble wrap off. Let's figure out where we're not going to mess up the box. I'll just go in right here and slice this down, but let me tell you, I'm really not sure if this is a knife I'm going to like. I know they've been around for a long time, and I never bought one because I didn't think they'd be that useful. But I found this one here, and I like the color, so let's go ahead and see what we got. So what we have is a item number 08408 Tiny Toothpick, and this was born January 22nd of 09, and this is Purple Haze. And we're going to get all up and close and personal with this knife, but first, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with any of your friends who might like some of their knife content. Thank you. Alright, so let's go ahead and unbox this Purple Haze Tiny Toothpick and see if it's something worthy of adding to the collection. Alright, so we have that old paperwork here. Let's go ahead and check that out for those who haven't seen it yet. So this is the older style paperwork. It talks about the famous Case XX trademark. We flip it over here. The case edge, the steel materials, resharpening your knife, caring for your sheath, and so forth. Got all kinds of cool stuff to read about in there. So that's what they used to give you, and then they ask you to fill out this survey right here. Alright, that's the Collectors Club, so you could join that. But let's go ahead and put that back in the box and get on with this knife. Alright, now this tissue paper looks a little rough. Somebody's opened this box a few times, so we're not going to even bother trying to save that. Let's toss that over here. And here is the knife. Alright, and I will say, it's a nice looking knife. I got a couple knives in the purple. I'll show them to you later at the end of the video. But, I don't know. It looks pretty good. Blade centering's not too bad for such a small knife. And believe it or not, this isn't as small as some of my other tiny knives. You know, for a tiny toothpick, this is a little bit bigger than I thought it would be. But, I don't know. Nice jigging. Look at those bone scales. That purple is really nice, and we got that case script shield, and I like it. I think it's a good looking knife. You know, let's check out the blade. All right, so we got that long, skinny, kind of fillet looking blade. You know, it's got that traditional case look, but it don't have the belly down there at the end like we're used to. Got the nail nick there, but see how it don't have the belly at the tip? But it's still a good looking blade. It's that you can tell it's a case blade. Let's check out the tang stamp here. Case XX with a 1 mark on the one side. USA 610096. And this one is stainless steel. And I don't know. I like it. Tell me in the comments what you think. I think it's kind of a neat little knife. I mean, I never liked them in photos. Let's check out how big this is. It's a little over 3 inches, about a 3 1/8 inches overall closed. Alright, and the blade length is, 2 3/8? Yeah, I'll call that 2 3/8. Let's see what the overall length is here. 5 3/8. So, 5 3/8. Cool little knife. Let's see how it measures up to some of the other small knives real quick. Alright, so here is the Tiny Trapper versus the Tiny Toothpick. And that Tiny Toothpick, well, it's quite a bit bigger than that Tiny Trapper. So, I'd say overall it's almost probably 3/4 of an inch longer by the time you add the blade and the handle length. Let's see here. Here is a Tiny Muskrat. And once again, that Tiny Toothpick is bigger. I really thought the Tiny Toothpick was going to be one of the smaller knives, but obviously not. let's keep going. Here is a small Stockman, so this isn't even a tiny knife. Still bigger. That tiny toothpick is still bigger than that small Stockman. Alright. What do we got here? Congress. Let's see. What's the biggest blade we got? There, right there. JohnKlahr. Alright. Man, it's still bigger than the small Congress. Check that out. Maybe 3/16, quarter of an inch longer. Alright, what about the Peanut? That's kind of the biggest one of my small knives. It's not as thick, but it's just a hair longer. I'd say probably, maybe 1/8 of an inch longer than that Peanut. I mean, it's obviously thinner and lighter and skinnier. And as promised, here is some of my other purple knives. This is the regular size gun stock right there, and it has the purple, same purple color jig bone as the Case tiny toothpick, but it doesn't have that script shield like the Case tiny toothpick. It actually has the case on the bolster there, the nickel bolster. Here is a tribal jigged Sodbuster Junior in purple haze, but look how deep it looks. And it doesn't have the white bone because the way the Sodbuster's designed, it doesn't taper down to show that white bone, but you can see the white bone along the edge there. But this one also has that tribal jigging, which is super cool. Alright, and it's a lot bigger than that tiny toothpick. And of course the Sodbuster has no case shield on it at all. Not like the cool one on that tiny toothpick, okay? So I like this tiny toothpick. I didn't think I would, but let me tell you, it feels pretty good in the hand. I think it's going to be very useful. A nice light knife that could open packages and maybe even slice a steak if you had to in a pinch. Alright, but it's not going to be very big in the pocket. Tell me what you think. Do you like the Case tiny toothpick? If so, put it in the comments. Alright, but I think I am going to carry this week and check it out. Alright, well, friends, I sure do appreciate you checking out my video and sticking around this far. Don't forget, we need y'all to vote in the knife contest. I have a skinny knife photo contest. Everybody needs your vote to win. Other than that, thanks for watching and stay safe.